Hey, cybersecurity students. Welcome back to CyberTutor. In today's episode of our Linux for Cybersecurity series, we're going to talk about something every Linux user and cybersecurity student needs to understand: package managers. You've probably seen commands like sudo apt install or snap install. But what actually happens when you run these commands? And more importantly, what does this have to do with cybersecurity? Let's find out. What is a package? Before understanding package managers, let's understand a package. A package is a collection of files required to install software on your Linux system. It can contain the application itself, libraries and configuration files, dependencies, installation information. Instead of manually downloading and configuring every component, a package manager does much of this work for you. What is a package manager? A package manager is a tool that helps you install software, remove software, update software, manage dependencies, verify package information. Think of it like an app store for your Linux terminal. Instead of clicking a button, you use commands. What is a PT? If you're using distributions such as Ubuntu or Debian, you'll commonly use a PT, Advanced Package Tool. For example, sudo apt update. This updates the information about available packages. Then, sudo apt install nmap can install nmap and its required dependencies. You can also remove software. Sudo apt remove nmap and upgrade installed packages. Sudo apt upgrade. What is snap? Another package technology you'll encounter on Linux is snap. Snap packages are designed to bundle an application with many of its required dependencies. For example, snap install can be used to install a snap package. Snap applications are managed through the snap daemon, commonly called snapdd. So remember, snap equals package format and ecosystem. Snapd equals service that manages snap packages. A PT versus snap. So what's the difference? A PT, common on Debian-based systems, uses distribution repositories, integrates closely with the operating system, commonly manages traditional .deb packages. Snap uses snap packages, packages applications with many dependencies, can provide newer application versions. Designed to work across multiple Linux distributions, neither is automatically more secure. Security depends heavily on how the software, repositories, permissions, and system are managed. Why does this matter in cybersecurity? This is where things get interesting. Package management is directly connected to system security. 1. Security updates. Software vulnerabilities are discovered constantly. Package managers make it easier to install security updates. For example, sudo apt update followed by sudo apt upgrade can help keep installed software up to date. An unpatched application can become an entry point for attackers. 2. Supply chain security. Imagine downloading software from a random website. How do you know it hasn't been modified? Package repositories provide a controlled distribution mechanism, but they are not automatically risk-free. Cybersecurity professionals need to consider: where did the package come from? Is the repository trusted? Is the package authentic? Has it been compromised? This is known as software supply chain security. 3. Privilege management. You'll often see sudo before package commands. For example, sudo apt install sudo means the command is being executed with elevated privileges. If an attacker gains administrator-level access, they can potentially make serious changes to the system. That's why privileged access must be carefully controlled. 4. Vulnerability management. Cybersecurity teams need to know what software is installed on systems. Package managers can help administrators identify installed applications, versions, dependencies, available updates. This information can then be compared against known vulnerabilities. Example for a cybersecurity student. Imagine you're running Ubuntu for a cybersecurity lab. You install a security tool using apt. Months later, a vulnerability is discovered in that software. If you never update it, your system could remain vulnerable. That's why package management isn't just about installing applications. It's part of maintaining a secure Linux system. Why cybersecurity students need to know this. Understanding package managers helps you manage Linux security tools, patch vulnerabilities, understand software dependencies, investigate installed software, understand supply chain attacks, secure Linux servers. If you're serious about cybersecurity, Linux skills are extremely valuable, and understanding package management is one of the foundations. Final thoughts. A PT and Snap might look like simple tools for installing applications, but behind them is an entire ecosystem. Like and share,